Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the competition day number 2. I will give the micro to Brian first.
Thank you, Reggie. Just a quick word. Welcome, Thomas. Good morning. Just a quick word about the virtual Sailplane Grand Prix. Last night they had a great race. I hope some of you watched it. We watched it. We had a very entertaining time seeing people trying to fly into the turning point at Saint-Auban at 1,100 meters. Yeah, it is absolutely obvious you cannot climb from that altitude. Yeah. But it was very entertaining. They have winners. And we hope that not only do you watch it, but you encourage your friends to watch it as well. It's something for the future for us to be involved in. And we go on to the next one, please, Roger. We just wanted to say a very brief word about the yesterday's final glide. First of all, thank you very much for Thilo for landing safely and for Marius. You guys are really good at final gliding. We know that. We've watched it time after time on the 3D. You're just fantastic at it. And you have really terrific instrumentation, which can really refine the final glide so you don't need much margin. But we would caution you here in Saint-Auban that last 10 kilometers, the last 10 kilometers around the control point, where you have the gap in the mountains, it's very unpredictable. So where you might have a good air mass and neutral energy all the way to there, you don't really know what will happen at that point and just after. And you can lose the 50 meters you think is your margin, you can lose it really quickly. So just take this into consideration on the final glide. And thank you for making safe landings. There's good fields at the bottom, but it's important that you know which are the good fields before the flight and check that out. And just take a little bit of care on that final glide around that point. Make sure a little bit more margin, maybe. Thank you.
Okay. One little thing. Sébastien Cava is looking for somebody who is going to Nice tomorrow. So if you know somebody who is going to Nice tomorrow, please go to Sébastien Cava. Okay?
I forgot one thing about this competition. In the previous Sailplane Grand Prix finals, we've had a rule which required you to set your FLARM in an open configuration. That is, you should not have no tracking or stealth. In this competition, we have trackers. And we made a mistake. We omitted to include that rule in the local procedures. So we don't change anything, but we ask you, please, make sure your FLARM is set open. Please, please do not use stealth or no tracking or anything. Please set it open. If anybody thinks that they can't do that, please let us know. Because it helps us a great deal with the data. But we don't want to add a rule to that now. Say again?
It was set during the technical inspection, and it was photographed that we have a FLARM open.
Okay, thank you.
No, it is okay for the two French glider about the stealth. Okay, let's move to the weather briefing. First of all, like yesterday and every day, don't forget to return your OGN tracker. Yesterday, 2 or 3 pilots take a long time to return the tracker. So this is the weather briefing. I give the micro to Aude.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm Aude, and I'm here to help with the commentaries in French, but I will also support Regis with the daily weather briefing. So I'm happy to share my weather knowledge with you. I'm working as a weather forecaster for Météo Suisse in Geneva. So yes, today still a good situation ahead. You see on this altitude geopotential chart that we are under the influence of this upper level ridge, so that will promote subsidence in the higher levels and maybe weaker shower activity today. On the surface forecast chart from Météo France at 2 p.m. local time this afternoon, you see that we are still in a vast area of low pressure gradient that will promote breeze development over the afternoon. On the satellite air mass image, so we see some residual high and mid-level clouds to the north and the east, but not that much moisture above us. So the sky will be clear and will favor convection initiation quite early in the afternoon. Tu peux passer à la suivante. Okay, so regarding the precipitation forecast at 2 p.m. local time for the Alps, so you see in blue the showers area mainly over the Italian border and towards the east, and we are quite away from any big showers area. And moving on to, or maybe I can, QNH 1019, you have seen it, you can read the slide. And moving on to the cloud cover forecast, you see that it will be quite the same pattern as yesterday, with cumulus forming above the mountains, and maybe local overdevelopments more likely to the east of the parcours, and less likely here. But yeah, a nice cumulus sky for this afternoon for you. Regarding the sensible weather forecast, so some storms, isolated over the Italian border, but in the Durance Valley and to the northwest, where you will head to today, no big convective activity. And yes, the wind forecast, surface wind, so a breeze regime over the afternoon with south to southwest breeze in the Durance Valley, and not that strong. So the summary for today, so breezy below this very weak north flow, 3 to 4 octaves cumulus with bases between 15 to 2,000 meters altitude in the flatland, and a little bit more cloudy in the mountains with higher cloud bases between 2,500 to 3,000 meter altitude in the mountains, and good thermals with average velocities between 2 and 3 meters per second. The only threat today are these thunderstorms to the east on the 06 department, the Alpes-Maritimes on Mercantour mountains, but you will not head there. Some nice confluences forecast on the Verdon River, and late showers in the second part of the afternoon. A quick outlook for tomorrow. It looks still good, maybe a little bit stable with less shower and good breezes and nice cumulus clouds still. So have fun today, and if you have any question, you can just ask. Oh yeah, maybe a short overview on Icon DVD top term forecast, which I'm not satisfied of today. It's a little bit pessimistic, I think. But still, you can see that the differences between the Durance Valley, which is weaker, with weaker conditions than to the northwest. So here the meteogram for the parcours area until Serponçon Lake. So it's a little bit better, but still very moist. Lots of cumulus and local overdevelopments and showers in the late afternoon. And to the northwest, better boundary layer, better conditions, and less cumulus cloud covers. Okay, do you have any questions? If not, have a good day.
Merci, Aude. Thank you very much, Aude. Today, the configuration of Romo 71 Salon is active, so climb maximum flight level 075 under the Romo 71. This is the task A. 271 kilometers, decimal 33. Start Puy-Michel, number 467. Turn point number 133, Egin, the bridge. Turn point number 2 is number 396, Luc-en-Diois, railway station. Turn point number 3 is 338, Gap City, Gap Town. And to avoid the Gap area, prohibited areas, we go to turn point number 4, 010, Aspres-sur-Bêche airfield. Then coming back to report 200, number 474, like yesterday, and finish 326. QNH 1019, the grid South Whiskey. We expect first launch at 1 o'clock, maximum to altitude 1,100, maybe change according to the weather. Maybe start line a little bit after 2 o'clock. And Romeo 71 active flight level 075. Maximum start altitude 1,800 meters and finish altitude 500 meters like yesterday, with good margins, as said, Brian said. Task B, so task A remains valid. If we decide to launch the task B, you will sign the paper on the grid before takeoff. Task B is 221 kilometers. Start is 467 Puy-Michel. First turn point, no change. It's 133, Egin, the bridge. Turn point number 2 remains the same, Luc-en-Diois, 396. And turn point number 3 move to this position. It's 549, then coming back to report 474 and finish 327, same datas. Grid like yesterday, South Whiskey. The same safety rule in case of aerotow incident on takeoff. Gliders always vacate to the east and tow planes take off if possible or vacate to the west. The only possibility of landing safe in takeoff South Whiskey is this field. If you don't have any altitude to turn, then going here, and if you have the safety altitude, turn left and come back on the opposite direction. When landing during launch time, please land on the east-south echo, south echo, and you will be relaunched from the position 230 axis. Release area will be decided before takeoff, maybe this one or this one. Reporting point, no change, the report north, number 474. And on landing, like yesterday, the gliders who are coming from speed finish, please take the east part of the field, then coming to downwind, last turn, and landing on the right side, on the west side. And the direct finish, please use the middle of the field and make long landing and vacate at the end. Everything was very good yesterday. No safety problem yesterday. Okay, have a good flight and look outside.